How's it going, everybody? I, of course, am Dr. Delay, and today we have the last slate of the Elite Eight. Well, I guess the last day of the Elite Eight, that would be more accurate, as the Tennessee Volunteers, who are the number 6 seed, coming in with a 25-11 record, take on the number 1 seeded Michigan Wolverines, 34-3. Should be an interesting one, as of course Michigan is the favorite, but hey, we've seen a lot of madness. Why else would we see a 6 seed in the Elite Eight? Good to see you guys. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, we got a good one. The SEC down to the last team in the form of Tennessee. We'll see if they represent the SEC well. Good to see you, Ricky Andrea. Drago Giants fan, good to see you. Trisk Timestamp, how's it going? Crave, good to see you. Tennessee fan, how's it going? Champy, Chance again, just like chill. It is the way it is, but just chill. But all right, we should be ready for some basketball in about like 30 seconds. They're actually already on the court. Tennessee in orange, Michigan in white. And again, for the right to go to the Final Four and the right to take on Arizona, which I will, of course, repeat plenty of times during today. Opening tip is won by Michigan. Cadeau floats it over here to Burnett on the near side already, attacking as they kick it back out tomorrow. Back over to Cadeau at the logo. Again, Michigan going left to right, Tennessee right to left. As he finds Johnson on the near side, finding Lendeborg. Lendeborg floats it into Johnson underneath. Johnson pushed, kicks it out to Burnett for 3. It is going to be too short, and it's going to go out of bounds as well. Good effort by Johnson, but unable to corral it in time. Michigan's the number 1 seed. They're really good. They're mid-chance. They're really good. Illinois, Illinois, exactly. Illinois in the Final Four as well. As here is Tennessee. This is Gillespie. I believe that's how I pronounced it. Gillespie, I believe. Anyway, Gillespie with it on the near side, going right to left. Gillespie, bounce pass inside to Okpara in the lane. Turning, shooting. It's going to be too strong. Rebounded by Burnett. Burnett over here to Cadeau. Cadeau. Oh, it's intercepted by Tennessee. Gillespie kicks it out to Boswell for 3. It's good. And Tennessee with the early advantage, 3-0. And I got to sneeze. Unbelievable. Cadeau with it on the far side. Cadeau to Mara. Mara floats it over to Lendeborg on the far side, left to right. Again, Michigan going, pounding it inside here to Johnson. Johnson looking around. He's going to kick it back out to Lendeborg. Lendeborg back over to Johnson. Johnson inside, kicks it out to Cadeau. Only 4 left to shoot. Heavy defense by Tennessee. Cadeau going to the rim, puts it up, can't get it. And it's going to be going out of bounds. Last touched by Tennessee. Of course, we good pulling for Tennessee. Leo pulling for Michigan. Appreciate both of you guys for tuning in. Subscribe to this guy would be nice, but we'll probably get more of a crowd a little bit later. You look for Tennessee to start quick. Yeah, they got to. Aren't they the 2 best teams in the tournament every year? That is not true. Not true at all. Mara fighting Lendeborg. Lendeborg on the far side. Floats it over to Mara. Mara inside, working on his guy, turning, looking, puts it in, slamming it in, no problem. Mara again, just a tall guy, a tall, lanky guy, the typical college center. He is just a big dude. 18:02 left to go. Tennessee up by 1, and with the ball, this is Gillespie as he jacks up a 3. It's going to be short and tipped up to the air and won by Boswell for Tennessee. And he kicks out Gillespie, deep 3. That is off the mark, rebounded by Lendeborg. Lendeborg playing it fast, finding Cadeau. Cadeau's going to slow it back down as he finds Lendeborg once again on the near side. Again, going left to right. Lendeborg trying to clear it out. Lendeborg floating it to Mara. Mara in the lane, turning. Hook shot, it's tipped away, but it's still with Michigan. Puts it up, can't get it, and they're going to call a foul. Yeah, I appreciate you, table tennis. Don't overdo it. Then people will be like, I don't want to spam, or I don't want to sub anyways. But yeah, appreciate it though. Appreciate it. I'll promo, I promise. But that'll be later. Looks like Burnett was fouled, and he will go to the line for 2. Burnett is a 76% free throw shooter looking to tie it up here, as he does indeed make it, tying it up 3-3. Of course, again, the winner of this game does indeed play Arizona. That would be a good game, of course. Tennessee, again, I'm not trying to, shrug them off. But, of course, Tennessee would be a heavy underdog if they were to win that game. They're a heavy underdog for this one, 8.5 points, as he does make both of them 4-3. 4-3 is your score. Michigan up by 1. Tennessee with the ball. Kicks it over here to, that's not Krivas. It's a different team. Estrella back over to Ament. Ament at the logo for Tennessee. Finding Boswell on the far side. Calling for a screen as he kicks it over to Okpara. Putting it, and it's rejected. And they're going to call a foul. And Michigan can't believe it. Mara, hands on his head. I don't know. Let's see what Okpara... That is a clean block. I mean, that was all ball. I mean, that is ridiculous. Again, that's just my critique of basketball officiating. It feels so random when they call a foul or not, as Okpara does indeed miss the first. He is a 66% free throw shooter. Good afternoon. How's it going, Jimmy? Good to see you. As there is the second. That one's no good, but rebounded by Okpara somehow. Kicks it to Boswell for 3. That's going to be short, and it's going to go out of bounds. But they're going to call a foul on Michigan. So it's going to stay with Tennessee. It's always Duke, UConn, everyone else. Could you possibly show me the back? During commercial break. And appreciate it. Don't just chill. I don't want it to time you out, but I appreciate it. Remember Pat Summit, play hard. Gotcha. All right, here we go. Kicking it out here to Ament as Tennessee still with it again, going right to left. Ament in the lane, looking, it's put it up, and it's blocked. He gets it right back, though. 8 left to shoot. Turning, shooting, it's good. Tennessee reclaiming the lead, 5-4. And, Tennessee steals it away on the inbound. Can't get the friendly roll. Tipping it in. Finally, after a couple of shots, Tennessee playing hard. Oh, my goodness. Tennessee came to play. Michigan will have to answer. Here's Cadeau driving inside, puts it up, and gets the friendly roll as they answer back once again down by 1. 7-6 your score. Tennessee with the lead. As here is Boswell finding Okpara. Okpara looking around, trying to find his teammates. And he'll float it back over to Boswell on the near side again. 16:03 left to go. Tennessee up by 1. Okpara to Gillespie. Gillespie hands it off to Estrella, and Estrella is stripped. And that was probably a legit foul, but they didn't call it as it goes out of bounds. And we will have our first commercial break. 7-6 your score. Tennessee with the lead. I guess Michigan with the ball, or maybe they're going to say it's off. I don't know. They're kind of weird right now. It's still early. It is definitely early. Yeah, I can show you the bracket because Chance has had a conniption. He's losing his mind over the fact that, hey, UConn actually wasn't one of the best. I mean, they're good. They're one of the best teams, but so, yeah, you can see them. And that, of course, is just that one side of the bracket. They're in the Elite Eights. This isn't even a semifinal. So, yeah, of course, there's Michigan taking on Tennessee. Illinois, of course. The winner of Duke and UConn will play Illinois in the Final Four. Of course, the winner of this game will take on Arizona. So, there you go. Again, a lot of, historical programs. But, of course, again, that doesn't always carry the weights every single year. It's a long game. Yeah, it is definitely a long game. Or you have the game on TV. I'll tune in during the break. Appreciate you, Tennessee fan. Appreciate you. Yeah. All right. Table tennis. I appreciate you. We're gonna have to put you in a timeout though. You can't. Yeah, I don't know. All caps is a little crazy. Yeah, that looks. Yeah, it looks normal. Normal chat. I appreciate you though. Appreciate your enthusiasm. You have to tone it down a little bit. Tone it down a bit. How many teams playing? It's always 6. Well, I guess it used to be 64. Now it's 68. Why am I getting a notification for somebody that I'm not even subscribed to? What the heck? Anyway, that was weird. What are you going to click? Making sure I'm not subscribed to this guy. Yeah, what the heck? Anyway, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, 7-6 your score. Tennessee with the lead. And I want to say they're going to have the ball. They didn't really say no anything. They just kind of went to the bench. How many teams? Future spoiler alert. Future spoiler alert. Oh, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll figure it out. I don't know. I've seen of table tennis before, so he seems like a all right guy. Maybe just a little too excited here early in the early minutes of this one. Looks like it will be Tennessee ball as we're working our way back here again. They're up by 1, and again, Tennessee playing with a lot of energy to start this one. I don't know if Michigan was really expecting that. I don't know, but yeah, Tennessee, the underdog, the number 6 seeded Tennessee Volunteers, again with 11 losses, leading Michigan. Of course, again, still very much early. How's it going, Rising Rhino? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you for tuning in. Hopefully all is well, folks. Make sure to check out Rising Rhino. I'll be sure to put his link down below. As I got to hurry. It looks like we're about to get back underway. But again, he covers all things football, folks. You love football, make sure to check him out. And, of course, doing some basketball as well, NBA, as the inbound. And there's a foul. What else is new? As Michigan will see that shot clock reset to 20. So Tennessee, again, extending their possession just a tad bit. And, of course, we'll be covering the draft together. So make sure, again, to subscribe to Rising Rhino for all your football needs. As Tennessee with the mid-range jumper is going to be short and rebounded by Michigan. That was Gale. Gale floats it over to Lendeborg. Lendeborg to Burnett. Burnett loses the ball. Goes out of bounds. Tipped by Tennessee. And it looks like Michigan will keep it. They will keep it. Rising Rhino reporting for duty. Appreciate you. Hopefully you have a great rest of your day. You're new to this sort of things. So you're new to this thing, and yet you still have the audacity to go crazy in the chat. That's wild. All right, Cano with it on the near side. Again, going left to right as Cano. Bounce passes Johnson. Johnson in the lane. Pump fake. Puts it up and is fouled. And will go to the line for a couple, as he is a 78% free throw shooter. Clay is rising on up and up. We'll see. We'll see how it happens, what goes on today. Of course, this game is played on CBS. This one and the following game. So I'm hoping people will want to just kind of like watch the game on CBS and then also watch it here. But we'll see. And of course, I always have a lot of competition. Football Nation, Jaguar Gator, as Johnson releases and makes the first one 7-7. Now your score touchdown game. Come on, UT. Ricky pulling for Tennessee. Johnson again looking to take the lead. As again, Tennessee, they came out with a lot of energy. Just, we'll see if they can keep it up. But so far, so good. If you're a Volunteer fan, as he does hit the second, 8-7 your score. Looks like we'll see some subs checking in. Johnson going to check out. Mara checking back in. Johnson getting high fives, or I guess low fives over there on the bench. As here we go. Here is Boswell. Boswell finding Gillespie. Gillespie kicks back over to Boswell at the logo. Just kind of hanging out as he's looking around. Guarded heavily by Lendeborg. Finding Gillespie. Puts it up and can't get it. Ament with the rebound. Ament looking around and throws it off of Mara's foot. Goes out of bounds. Tennessee ball still. 15:07 left to go in this one. Tennessee with the ball. Michigan with the lead. As he inbounds it here to Ament. Puts it up and is fouled. And we'll go to the line for a couple. Again, a lot of fouls already. Michigan, I think, with 4 fouls. And we haven't even crossed the 15-minute mark in this one. So, unbelievable. 50 minutes left to go, by the way. Only 4 minutes, 55 seconds have even happened. So expect a lot of free throws by Tennessee in this half. I meant, again, at the line, a 79% free throw shooter in the Sweet 16 game against Iowa State. 18 points and was 6 for 10 from the field. A really good game as Ament ties it up. Looks like Johnson will check back in for Mara. So that was a neat little 10 seconds for Mara. Again, 8-8 your score. Ament looking to take the lead as Ament releases. That one is good. And it's 9-8. 15:05 left to go. Here we go. This is Cadeau again going left to right as Cadeau's covered by Gillespie. Cadeau looking around at the logo, coming to the near side again, going left to right. Kicks it out here to Lindenberg, back over to Cadeau. Cadeau back to Lindenberg for threes. Too strong. Up in the air. Rebounded by, I believe that's Carey. Carey hands it off here to Gillespie. Gillespie to Ament on the far side, going right to left. Finding Gillespie, but Gillespie couldn't quite handle it as it goes out of bounds, looking like a Pittsburgh Steelers receiver this past year, as it's going to be Michigan ball. How much opposing team familiarization do you typically do each NFL? Like, what do you mean? Oh, overall league awareness level, not going to lie. Overall league awareness, yeah. But, I do, I know, the other teams. As Cadeau's driving inside and can't get it, but Gale with the putback. Oh, what a play by Ronnie Gale. As it's 10-9, Michigan with the lead. Tennessee with the ball, of course. As here's Gillespie on the near side, finding Ament back over to Gillespie. Gillespie for three is too strong. Rebounded by Johnson. They're going to call a foul on Tennessee. And it looks like that is on Okpara. But yeah, no, I keep up. I definitely keep up with, at least the big names when it comes to the NFL. But yeah, I do. Again, maybe it's a bad quality, but I think highly of my NFL knowledge for sure. Cadeau to Lindenberg. Lindenberg on the near side, going left to right. Gale now with it. Floats it over to Johnson at the logo as Johnson hands it off to Lindenberg. Lindenberg beyond the arc. Looking around, driving inside, puts it up, and gets the basket as Michigan up by a field goal, 12-9. 13:32 left to go. Gillespie with it on the far side, going right to left. Gillespie guarded by Cadeau as he finds Boswell on the near side. Back over to Gillespie. Gillespie to Estrella. Estrella back over to Ament. Ament's guarded there by Cadeau as Ament looking around. Driving inside, in the lane, kicks it out to Boswell for three, is too short. Rebounded by Gale, who takes it up himself. He'll be the point guard. Now he finds the actual point guard in Cadeau, kicks it out to McKinney for three. That's going to be in and out Burger, rebounded by Tennessee. As he finds, this is, I believe that's Gillespie. Gillespie in the lane, bounce pass to Estrella. Estrella looking around, hook shot is good. Good play by Estrella. As Tennessee now at double digits, as it's now 11-12. That looks good. All right, we're all good. All right, Cadeau with it on the near side. Again, going left to right, 12:36 and counting. As he finds Lindenberg driving inside, kicks it out, and it's taken away by Tennessee, but there's a foul. And it looks like Carey's the guilty party. I get that, like your division, the AFC General, NFL, but you associate jersey numbers to names prior to tea time. Again, when it comes to, I want to know, the running backs, the receivers. That's kind of the big one. Defense, I know a good amount. I wouldn't say I know all of them, of course. But, yeah, when it comes to running backs, receivers, I don't know, Rodgers back to pass. Those are middle. It's caught by Scotty Miller, number 13, or, looking at the Titans. Well, actually, I don't even know who the Titans had. Not going to lie. It makes me look foolish here. Only covered them once in my defense. But, yeah, I'll know, the key players, the skill position players, of course. Lindenberg, jab step as he's looking around. To be honest, I don't know if Cam Ward knew who he was throwing to be honest. Johnson in the lane, puts it up and can't get it as it's rebounded by Tennessee. Here is Gillespie taking it down, finding, that was Borg. Borg back over to Gillespie. Borg checking in. He had a big game with against Iowa State as a floater. It's going to be tipped out of bounds by Michigan, and it's going to stay with Tennessee. 12-11 is your score. Again, Michigan with the lead, but Tennessee with the ball. Not telling me how the sauce is made. Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. I don't mind answering questions, of course. I try to be as open of a book as possible, as long as it's sports related. That's pretty much it. Anyway, kicking it back outside here to Gillespie for three. That is good from way downtown. 14-12. 11:50 and counting. Here is McKinney for Michigan, guarded by Borg, driving inside in the lane. Pump fakes, puts it up anyway, and is good. Tying it up 14-14. Touchdown game, folks. Here is Gillespie on the near side as he goes to the far side. Looking around, again going right to left. 11:26 and counting. Floats it inside to Carey. Carey inside, puts it up, gets fouled. And that's another foul. That's now 5 fouls for Michigan. And so it looks like that's going to take us to our first TV timeout. 11:22 left to go. It is all tied up. 14-14. Oh, yeah, no problem, Jimmy. I mean, you have every right to ask, these questions. I'm not going to. No, I don't. You're good. No, you're perfectly fine. Yeah, again, I just, when it comes to just keeping track of who's on what team, and again when it comes to broadcasting, you don't really need to know the offensive lineman, obviously. Very rarely do you have to make a mention of them, but really, again, most people focus on the offense anyway. And of course you can say tackled by so and so, and sometimes I have the information for me on the screen, or sometimes I don't, or I can read the jersey or last name. That's pretty much it. But yeah, I mean, I would say again, I pretty much know a majority of the players for sure. Let's see how the Pirates are doing. Pirates leading 2-1. That's always nice to see. Good stuff. Ricky pulling for Texas. Just kidding. You're gonna do hockey or basketball playoffs? I mean, maybe the NBA, maybe the finals. It would be the finals. That's it. Then the hockey, if the Penguins make the playoffs, I'm trying to do some Penguins playoff games for sure. But other than that, no, I don't think so. I don't. I doubt it. We'll see. I doubt it, though. I don't think I'll be doing nothing like that. But yeah, the NBA finals, yes, probably. Because, I mean, I'm just looking at Football Nation and what he does, and again, I can't stand the NBA. I don't like the NBA. Whenever I'll be, again, straight up, I can't stand, whenever I'm calling the game, I'm I can't stand this, but, I'm doing it because it's popular. And if it doesn't do well for me because I haven't done it, then all right, the algorithm won't favor me. I totally understand that because I haven't done a single NBA game. But, yeah, we'll see. It's not a priority for me for sure. Hope we can be in the winning team in the end. That's all that matters. All that matters is when the clock hits 0. That's all that matters. Went crazy because since I'm a casual, I thought Duke and UConn were the top 2 schools. I've always heard those 2 teams of basketball. Oh, well, I mean, they are very popular, for sure. For sure. So, yeah, no chance. You were right as far as, who's big and, who's doing what. But, yeah, no, I mean, any given year, man, it's obviously, the Steelers' historic franchise, they've been kind of whack the past few years. Let's see how wise delay is. This should be a layup. Okay? You should do some NHL playoffs. It's very... Again, only the Penguins. I don't really have any interest in anyone other than the Penguins. Who do I want to win this game? Actually, I have no idea. I'm going to go with Michigan. I actually have no idea. I don't know. We haven't really talked much college sports, to be honest with you. I mean, you're a Florida State fan. Living in Colorado. I don't know what the... Yeah, I don't know. I'd assume... I mean, if you're like me, you want Michigan to win, honestly. I mean, again, I don't really care. but, I have a slight pull for Michigan in a way. I know that'll probably make some Tennessee fans, upset, but, maybe. I don't know. Maybe they don't care. Again, if Tennessee wins, it's not going to ruin my life. This is not a big deal to me, as Carey does make the first to take the lead. Again, you got to admire how Tennessee has played. They are really taking it to Michigan. They're out. To me, they're out hustling Michigan. And I don't know. Michigan's got to get it going. Or, they could be looking at a early exit. Carey with it, and that one is good. 16-14. Now your score. You're a football guy. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm assuming Michigan, but I would not know. Here is McKinney with it on the near side. Again, going left to right. He's just chilling and looking around. McKinney guarded heavily by Borg. Borg with heavy defense as McKinney driving in the lane. Oh, lose the ball, and they're going to call a foul. I don't know about that. Borg is looking, he's smiling. To me, it looked like McKinney slipped. I'd like to see a replay. Let's see here. He grabbed him a little bit. Yeah, again, that's just the college. It's basketball now. You get touched, you got to sell it like soccer. Yeah, that's interesting. All right, again, Michigan going to stay with the ball. 11:03 left to go. Sue pulling for Tennessee. Chance Rocky Top, yep. I've seen a lot of Rocky Top, chants in the chat the last few days as he kicks it out to Lindeberg. Jab step looking around. Lindeberg guarded there by, that was Evans. Johnson inside, puts it up, and is stripped fouled. And Johnson will go to the line yet again. So that's now 6 fouls for Tennessee. Colts versus Patriots. Oh, so you hate Michigan. Interesting. I see. So your Tom Brady dislike carries over to the college. Interesting. Too much alma mater cronyism for my taste. Yeah, for me, I don't know. It's neat. I do like passion. Man. I am reminded of all that whenever I go to a high school game. My town, the town I live in, as Johnson releases, makes the first. I don't know. It seems like everybody hates my little town because our little town used to be very dominant in football. Now, of course, they are a punching bag. But it's like everyone's Super Bowl. Everyone's Super Bowl when they beat, the town I live in, my high school alumni. But yeah, I don't know. I do admire, I don't know. There's something about college sports that is really special in that regard, as he misses the second, rebounded by Tennessee, as he finds Gillespie, taking it down the near side, again going right to left. Gillespie at the logo, looking around, floats it over to, I believe that is, actually I have no idea who that is. That is Brown. Brown with it on the far side. And it's tipped away. Bad pass by Brown. McKinney puts it up. Blocked by Brown. He made up for it. The hustle. Gillespie kicks it to Ament. Driving in. Puts it up. Can't get the friendly roll. Rebounded by Tennessee. The hustle, but they're going to call a foul. Unbelievable. Again, Brown with a giveaway. But then he hustled down to block the easy two. That was very impressive. That was impressive. Great play by Brown. And, of course, obviously they couldn't capitalize on the other end. They still have the possession, but that was, again, like I said, I've been saying it for the last, 10 minutes. Tennessee is out hustling Michigan. And right now, of course, it matters on the score as the inbound pass is blocked and intercepted by Mara. Mara to Lindeberg. Lindeberg driving inside, puts it up and gets fouled. And he will go to the line as he's an 83% free throw shooter. All right, what do we got here? See, the refs are calling. Yeah, it's a lot of fouls. I think they are whistle happy. Painter's Bird, yep. Trying to cheat your Vols. It's a lot of fouls. Either way, both ways. How's it going, Drago? Good to see you. They need to change the rules of basketball. You can never be physical on defense, but you can offense, you can elbow them. Yeah, no, I completely agree. Lindeberg releases the first. That one is good as he ties the game 16-16. Again, good to see you, Drago. Appreciate you, man. Good to see you. So I did think of another date. I will be sure to tag you, so make sure to look at your YouTube notifications in the coming days, as I'll be working on that. As Lindenberg makes the second, taking the lead 17-16, 10-13 left to go in the first. Tennessee again, they've been playing very well. And we'll see if they can continue it. Boswell is asking for some help as Boswell bounce pass over to Brown. Brown kicks back over to Boswell, who's taking it to the near side. Back over to Brown. Brown loses the ball, gets it right back in the lane. Turning, kicks it out to Gillespie for three. It is short. Rebounded by, well, they're going to call a foul on Tennessee. Man, oh man. I would like to not see this many fouls in the second half, but something tells me we're going to see a lot of free throws. And that is always frustrating, right? You know, it just stops the pace of play. You feel like something's up. I mean, that is a lot of fouls already. 8 fouls for Tennessee, 6 for Michigan. Again, Michigan has also been called a lot, especially early on. But we're just over the 10-minute mark. I mean, that is just not ideal. Mara at the line, 55% free throw shooter. This is a 1-and-1 opportunity. As Mara releases, that one is good. Just about showtime. Showtime. You might be a little bit... I think you are actually way behind. Oh, boy. I might have to let you know in the comment section below. Mara releases that one. Is good. 19-16. 3-point game. Tennessee with the ball. As here is Gillespie. Taking it up again, going right to left. 9:45 and counting here in the first. As Gillespie going to the far side. Looking around, turning. Floats it over to Ament. Back over to Gillespie. Gillespie floats it inside to Estrella. Inside. In the lane. Hook shot is rolling around and finally falls down, tipped away and rebounded by Michigan. Michigan kicks it to Lindenberg, driving inside, in the lane, puts it up. What a layup. And he gets the foul. Wow, that was really neat. That was really neat. 21-16. Lindenberg with a really cool layup. We should go back at least 90 seconds of game time without the refs blowing. Yeah, I know, right? Is Notre Dame a good basketball school? No, they are not. Transfers to the second half will sound good to the legs. Pretty deep in the tournament. Yeah, that's also a good point there. Again, appreciate you, Drago. Again, I think you are at the beginning of the stream because I do have music on, but it's not. I don't think it's overpowering. I don't know. You guys can let me know if it is. Lindenberg releases. That one is good to complete the 3-point play. 22-16. 9-18 and counting. Both teams are popping, yeah. Both teams are popping. Tennessee, though, has went a little bit cold as of late. As Gillespie driving inside, kicks it over here to Boswell. Back over to Gillespie. Yeah, they haven't scored in the last 2 minutes. Floats it over to Carey in the lane. Pump fakes. Driving inside. Kicks it out to Boswell for three. It's going to be too short. And it's rebounded by Mara. Mara to Lindenberg. Lindenberg taking it down. Kicks it out to Gale for three. Is good. Oh, man. Michigan pulling away. 25-16. Timeout, Tennessee. As Michigan is up by 9. Again, commercial break. Appreciate you guys again for hanging out. Penn State, no. Tennessee called timeout. Yeah, they should have. You're done rooting for Tennessee. Too stressful. Roll Tide. All right. Appreciate you, Alabama, for tuning in. They're on your tails, yeah. I was rocking in my own head, Doc. How about you? Oh, well. I don't know. Music every now and then. I don't know. I mean, music's nice whenever I'm, like, doing things, but I don't know. I don't really. I listen to whatever I listen to, I guess. Let's see here. Again, appreciate you guys for... Hey, what the heck? Anyway. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out in this one. Hopefully, again, you're enjoying the broadcast. If you do like what you're listening to and you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe to the channel and also leave a like. Helps out. It is free. Likes are very important. As, again, for non-football streams, always trying to get 50 likes. But we have touched 100 before, which was crazy. Crazy stuff. But, yeah, again, thank you guys for hanging out, letting me call the game for you. Again, whether you're watching or, watching and listening or just whatnot, thank you guys for letting the small channel call the game for you. I really do appreciate it. So, thank you guys for that. Thank you guys. That is pretty much it. Don't really have much else to say. Other than that, man. Man, oh man. Anyway, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Should have called the timeout 4 points ago, yeah. Yeah, Tennessee not feeling great as of late. Again, Michigan with an 11-0 run in the last 2 minutes and 7 seconds. So, like I said, yeah, Tennessee has struggled. Again, showed a lot of hustle at the beginning, but it seems like they have... I don't know. They've went cold. Believe it or not, Tennessee, I didn't realize this. They are 5 of 22 from the field. They are shooting 23%. That is pretty terrible. Man. That is not good. We'll see if Tennessee can get it going, but they cannot shoot as of late. I don't know. They were looking at something. Gale may have double-touched the ball. I mean, it was going to go in anyway, but I guess that's the rules. Regardless, Tennessee with it again, going right to left. They got to get something going. Or this could be out of hand as Gillespie finding Boswell on the far side. Now finding Strella. Strella over here to Carey. Carey hands it off here to Gillespie at the logo as he hands it off here to, Boswell. Boswell on the far side going right to left. Floats it over to Carey. Carey far two. That's going to be too short. Rebounded by Michigan. Michigan now with it on the near side. Lendenberg over to Cadeau. Cadeau back over to Lendenberg. Lendenberg looking around at the logo. Going to the far side, finding Mara. Back over to Lendenberg. Kicks it out to Gale. Driving inside in the lane. Kicks it out to Cadeau. Cadeau in the lane. Kicks it out to Gale. To Lendenberg. Driving inside. Kicks it out to Cadeau for three. That is good. Oh my goodness. They just keep making the shots. Tennessee cannot... And that is an official TV timeout. Okay, well, they just wanted to go to some commercial break again, which may help Tennessee out. But, yeah, 28-16, Michigan on a 14-0 run. That is, yeah, that is something. That is something indeed. They are struggling right now. They definitely are. Tennessee is... Maybe all the hustle at the beginning, I don't know, maybe got them tired or something because, yeah, they were, yeah, something, I don't know, something happened there. New to basketball, about the people on the TV say you're supposed to score points. Yes, they do say that. They have struggled for sure. Can't remember if I did that or not. But yeah, no, that's Tennessee has went cold. They have went ice cold. So I don't know. I don't know what what's happening. But, you know, they definitely have just stopped hitting their shots. Michigan is making their shots, and that's why it's a 12-point game already. Again, we've still got plenty of time. 7:49 left to go in the first. But yeah, they have. Yeah, they are now looking good. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out in this one. Of course, there's no other basketball game going on right now. College, anyway. I don't know about the NBA. Pirates leading 2-1 over the Mets. Royals 3, Braves nothing. Twins 4, Orioles 3, Rangers 5, Phillies nothing. Wow. Blue Jays 4, Athletics 2, Red Sox 2, Reds nothing. Rockies 3, Marlins 2, Astros 4, Angels nothing. White Sox 6, Brewers 2, Rays 3, Cardinals 0, Nationals 3, Cubs nothing. Man, oh man, looking forward to calling some baseball in the near future. Really am. Tomorrow, get back to the Pirates. Hopefully Pirates, or, you know, Bucko Nation hasn't abandoned the Pirates on YouTube yet. Actually had a pretty decent opening day. Was really shocked, considering, one, the competition, but then two, you know, Pirates interest. That was pretty shocking. Nebraska-Iowa game started 12-2. Yeah, that's true. It is true. Again, you know, anything could happen on, you know, any given stretch. And, of course, basketball is a game of runs. So, you know, we're just seeing Michigan on a massive run, and Tennessee hasn't been able to get anything going again. They are 5 of 23 now from the field. They have just flat-out struggled from everywhere, beyond the arc, in the paint, mid-range, which, I don't know, they haven't really shot many mid-range jumpers. But, you know, again, they are struggling. Tennessee better get the Michigan lead down to 5 by half, or they're going to get blown out. I mean, it could happen. It could happen, but we'll see. Again, it's always tough. I mean, you're a 6 seed, right? So, I mean, weren't expected to be here. It's definitely quite the run. But, you know, you got to play your best for all 40 minutes, or this, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, you're seeing what could happen. All right, we are back, though. 7:48 and counting. Tennessee with it on the near side, as here's Gillespie finding Evans. Evans driving inside in the lane, looking around, loses the ball. Estrella, though, with it. Hook shot is going to be off the mark. Rebounded by Shatter. Shatter finding Gale. Gale on the far side finding Lendeberg. Lendeberg on the near side going left to right as he floats it into Mara. Looking around. Mara in the lane. Turning. Pump fakes. Hook shot is good. And Michigan continuing the run. 16-0 run. 30-16. 7-11 and counting as he kicks it outside to Evans for 3. That is too strong. Rebounded by Mara. Mara loses the ball. Taken away by Tennessee. Evans throws it out of bounds. Tennessee had it, and then a quick turnover. Tennessee coaches yelling. It's like, what are you guys doing? You guys have played so great all tournament. And yet, here we are. Time to hunker down. They gotta lock in. Stop fouling is a good start. That would be a great start for the Volunteers. I, of course, always pull for a close and competitive game. So, you know, I definitely would like to see a comeback of the sort. But, hey, if Michigan just keeps running away, that's just the way it goes as he kicks it out to Gale here on the near corner. Gale finding Cadeau. Cadeau at the top of the arc as he's driving inside in the lane. Kicks it out here to Burnett. Burnett to Lendeberg. Wide open 3 is good. Michigan can't be stopped. 19-0 run. 6:30 and counting. Gillespie at the logo. Looking around. Jacks up a 3. It's going to be short. Rolling around. Rebounded by Johnson, who finds Cadeau. Cadeau to Lendeberg. Lendeberg to Gale. Gale's going to slow it back down. Kicks it to Johnson. Johnson to Cadeau. Cadeau to Burnett. Puts it up and gets the basket. It is a 21-0 run. Timeout, Tennessee. And this is a blowout. Man, oh man. I don't know what to say now, as Tennessee just can't get anything going at all. They have just went ice cold. They are shooting 19% from the field. Michigan, of course, shooting 58%. And consider this, Tennessee's actually out-rebounding Michigan. I mean, unbelievable stuff. Tennessee coach not only looks like zombie, he's coaching like what? Yeah, he's definitely been around the earth for many rotations, of course. An older guy. Well-rounded Michigan players. They're a well-rounded team. Michigan, they were my pick to win it all. Again, if this result holds, which it looks like in May, they will have a really tough match, of course, with Arizona. Estrella in the lane, puts it up, can't get it, it's short, and it's rebounded by Cadeau. Unbelievable. Cadeau on the far side, floats it to Lindenberg, jacks up a three, it's going to be short, rebounded by Ament, who finds Boswell on the near side, again going right to left. Tennessee, no points in the last 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Intercepted by Lindenberg. Lindenberg to Burnett. Burnett can't handle it as it goes out of bounds. And it's going to go back to Tennessee. 8 minutes now, yeah. It's been a while. It's been farther than that. Again, 6 minutes now, so 11:38. Ament misses the layup. Let's see here. They scored at the 11:22 mark. All right, finding over here. This is Borg on the far side. Bounce backs to Carey. Carey with it. In the lane, looking. Kicks it out here to Ament. Ament's looking around. Finding Carey. Carey in the lane. Looking. Puts it up and gets the basket. Tennessee ends the long scoring drought. 35-18. As Cadeau is fouled. I don't think they're going to give him the shooting foul there. That would be pretty ridiculous. Oh, looks like they are. Wow, that is ridiculous. Hello again. How is it going? Good afternoon. How's it going? Who day? Appreciate you, man. Don't care about Michigan, Tennessee basketball. Well, I'm very sorry, Emily. Or you don't care about Michigan. It's all about Tennessee. Well, Tennessee is not the only 10 I see. Right now, Michigan is the 10. As Michigan adds on another free throw. Cadeau at the line. He is a 70% free throw shooter. Be chill delay. Yeah, you definitely need to be chill. As he misses the second. Rebounded by Tennessee. Here is Ament on the far side again. Down by 18. Gotta get stuff going. They gotta make all their shots. The bent floater is gonna be in and out, and it's gonna be tipped away and taken away by Michigan. As here's Cadeau at the logo, looking around. As he's driving in the lane, looking, puts it up, and gets the friendly roll. Everything's going right for the Wolverines. 38-18, 4:36 and counting. Borg with it at the logo, just chilling. As Borg on the far side again, going right to left. Borg finding Carey. Carey back over to Borg. Looking around again. They gotta make everything at this point. Borg to Estrella. Hook shot is too strong. Rebounded by Michigan. Burnett floats it over to Lindenberg, who finds Cadeau on the near side again, going left to right. Cadeau kicks it out to Burnett. Pump fake, looking around, finding Lindenberg. Lindenberg inside here to Gale. Gale for three is going to be short. Rebounded by Lindenberg. Another foul. And that will take us to a TV timeout. 38-18 is your score. Michigan with the lead. Never didn't serve. It's all good. It's all good. Tennessee forgot to shoot, apparently, so... You're not the only one. Tennessee shooting 20%. That is better than 18% that was earlier. So there's that. But yeah, I mean, I hate to, it sounds like I'm clowning on them, but that's just the reality. They're not playing well. They're not playing well at all. They started off really good. I mean, again, the first 9 minutes of the game, they looked really good. They were leading. They were leading at one point, 16-14. But that has went away. as they have been outscored 24-2 in that span. Michigan set the tempo. Yeah. Michigan is not making their threes. Okay. All right, table. All right. You're hilarious. Let's see. How are they doing actually on their threes? They are shooting 3 for 8. I mean, that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. But again, thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully, again, you're enjoying the broadcast. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. As, yeah, we got, of course, another game after this. I'll be doing, again, Duke and UConn right after this. So, hopefully, again, that is a good one. But, yeah, right now, of course, it's looking like it's going to be Michigan and Arizona. I mean, there's just no way to sugarcoat unless we see an amazing comeback and an epic collapse. I can enjoy a good blowout, highlight reel stuff usually. Yeah, for sure. You're enjoying. All right, there we go. That is good. That is good. I mean, again, if you're pulling for Michigan, then you really shouldn't be down. If you're down and you're pulling for Michigan, then I think you're probably just a jerk. I mean, if we're being real. Oh, man, they're only up by, 20. Yeah. I don't know. That would just be my thing. Duke is good. They are good. They are good. Duke is good. But anyway, again, appreciate you guys. Yeah, maybe UConn is good. They are. They are. No, so you're telling me there's a chance? Oh, yeah. Again, you just got to. I mean, if Michigan can do it, in theory, the other team can do it. Obviously, there's a little bit of a difference in the, the talent, but sorry, you were not chill. It's okay. It is okay. But we're working our way back here again, 38-18. Lundeberg's going to be at the line, an 83% free throw shooter. He's looking to keep the scoring going, but he actually misses the first. 38-18. Just a one-sided affair. We might see some backups here. Shutter's going to check in for Johnson. Lundeberg, by the way, already with 10 points. Usually pretty solid. Averages about 14, 15 points a game. Lundeberg releases. That one is no good. Too strong. Rebounded by Borg. As Tennessee, apparently there's a stat. They've made one of the last 13 shots. That is just not ideal. Borg with it as he finds Ament over here to Carey. Carey in the lane. Looking, turning, trying to find something. Puts it up, gets the basket. Carey, just a big guy. Kind of built like a linebacker. Able to power his way through as it's now an 18-point game. Cadeau with it at the logo. Again, going left to right. Cadeau coming to the near side. As he's driving in, kicks it out to Lundeberg for 3 is good. And Michigan extending it 41-20. They're up by 3 touchdowns, 3:16 and counting. As here is Borg at the logo. Coming to the near side, and they're going to call a foul. Looks like it's going to be a 1-and-1. Look at the chat. Yeah. But hey, again, if I look at the chat, I see that I see a lot of you. That means you're probably spamming. So try not to spam. Try not to spam. So I'm just watching you. I'll watch. Again, you got to protect the channel. The channel is numero uno, as there is the first of the 1-and-1, and oh my goodness, it was going to roll out, but it wasn't completely off the rim, and it was tipped in by Tennessee. Again, that was still in the act of a free throw. I mean, you can't make this up. Oh my goodness, Brown helping out on the free throw. That's always great. That is pretty funny. All right, well, so that's going to put Michigan at the, I'm sorry. Michigan's going to be at the line here. 78% free throw shooter. There is the first. He misses. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That was pretty good. Oh, my gosh. Well, again, just instinct, right? You can't fault the guy. It's still funny, though. Gale with the second one. That one's no good. Missing both. Everyone can't make a free throw all of a sudden. As Ament's going to take it up again, going right to left on the far side. 3 minutes and counting. Ament's looking around, guarded by Burnett. As Ament at the logo, finding Carey underneath in the lane. Looking, puts it up, and can't get the friendly roll, but he was... Oh, they're going to call it travel. They're going to call it travel there on Tennessee. It's going to be Michigan ball. Wow, it was actually blocked, too. Wow. What a defensive play. Looks like we're going to have a challenge. I don't know what the challenge would be, but regardless, I don't know if they're going to see if, hey, you know, there's no travel or whatnot. I don't know. I thought they called it travel. That's the thing. Like, it wouldn't matter if he traveled, then that doesn't matter. I don't know. I have no idea. This is weird. Good luck, Doc. This guy, no thanks. I'll join you for game 2. All right, appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, no, just kind of a, you know, it's just the way it goes sometimes with the blowouts. Not much interest in the stream. Goaltending. Yeah, well, again, I thought they called it travel. That's the thing. Like, if they called it travel, wouldn't that, like, the traveling was before the goaltending? So I don't understand. I guess I don't quite understand how you could even challenge that. I mean, unless I got the offensive foul wrong, but I'm not seeing anything. I don't know. Goaltending, yeah, I don't know. It's hard for you to chill. All right, well, it's okay. Hey, tell you what, this is what we'll do for you. We'll just do that. You're not banned. We'll just go ahead and chill you out for you. I'm just a nice guy. I'm just a nice guy like that. Emily is not liking Michigan, but they are indeed leading. They are indeed leading. I don't know if they're bad, Emily. I think they're pretty good. I don't know. So it looks like they're going to call it goaltending. Again, I swear I saw this, which usually means travel. But I mean, I don't know. This is wild. I mean, this game's already kind of, you know, you look at the score. I mean, you can kind of see how the game is. This is just the way it goes. So, yeah, looks like, all right, I think they're going to call goaltending. I think I'm going to put 2 points on. I don't know. I genuinely have no idea. Again, appreciate you, Drago. I think you might, again, I don't know if you're, can you actually? So, yeah, looks like. Oh, okay, maybe you are live. I don't know. Maybe it is a little bit too loud. Go ahead and turn it down just a tad bit, actually. Hold on. Referee's sweating. All right, so I'm going to put 2 points on for Tennessee. I believe, or no, am I not doing that? No, I'm not. Okay, no, okay, so I'm not putting 2 points on. They're just going to keep the ball. I have no idea. That was just kind of wacky. I have no idea. They called it travel. Then they're saying goaltending. They're saying the challenge was successful. But they're not counting it because of the traveling. I don't know. Estrella hands it off here to Gillespie, who's chilling at the logo. Finally back underway. As chilling at the logo to the near side. Step back three is good. And that's ideal for Tennessee. Again, they got to make every shot at this point. 23-41. Cadeau going to take his time, taking it up the court as he's driving in the lane. Puts it up. Can't get it. Rebounded by Carey. Falls down. They're going to call a foul on Gale. No, on Cadeau. Cadeau was the foul. Cadeau's like, I fouled him, yeah. Seeing a lot of fouls here. Again, we'll go over the foul trouble there at the half. But, yeah, we have some people at 3 fouls. I don't know. This is kind of crazy. Takes forever to make a decision. Yeah, it's pretty wild. I don't know. It's definitely not ideal if you're a... I don't know. Just, again, I think we'll see a lot of people foul out here as Carey misses the 1-and-1. Rebound, and there's another foul. Unbelievable. This game really stinks, honestly. Obviously, again, it's a blowout, but the referees are calling every single thing. As looks like we will see them go to the line. I guarantee you the NCAA is going to call the officials at the half like, hey, you better chill out because that was horrible. Estrella again at the line as he makes the first. He is a 64% free throw shooter. I mean, this is genuinely not a good game. These Big Ten refs, this game sad. I don't know about all that. As it's rebounded by Lendenberg, floats it over to Cadeau on the near side, going left to right. Cadeau back over to Lendenberg. Lendenberg driving in the lane, puts it up, and can't get it. And it's rebounded by Tennessee. Here is Gillespie. Driving inside, puts it up, can't get it. Rebounded by Michigan. Michigan on the far side. Now the near side, Lendenberg driving in the side. Kicks it out here for 3. It's going to be in and out. Rebounded by Gillespie. Gillespie now taking it up. Just chilling on the far side. Inside here to Carey. Turning, looking, spinning, puts it up, and gets the basket. As, hey, it's a 15-point game. One of the closer margins we've seen in a while. Carey with 8 points. Been pretty reliable for the Volunteers. As McKinney with it at the logo. Floats it over to Shetter. Shetter with it as he hands it off to Lendenberg. Lendenberg on the near side as he jacks up a 3. That it's in and out. Berger as it whacked away and rebounded by Tennessee. 120 and counting as we're closing in on the end of the first half. As he's looking, driving inside, looking, turning, spinning, kicks it out here to Boswell. Boswell floats it back to Gillespie with the 1:05 remaining, 15 left to shoot. Driving inside, step back 3 is in and out. It's rebounded by, well, they're going to call another foul. What else is new? I don't know on who because there's multiple players on the ground. And they're going to call a foul on Estrella. So that's going to put Shetter at the line, and he is a 90% free throw shooter. Tennessee's bucket has a hole in it. That's well, I would say they both do. Maybe Tennessee's bucket is just a tad bit smaller, but in theory, that would mean that Michigan would have a smaller rim in the second, unless they switch rims. That would be pretty suspect, wouldn't it? Shetter at the line as he makes the first. 42-26. Just so many fouls. I mean, this has been pathetic for both teams. Again, not just one team. It's really been a whistle fest. And again, we're still in the first half. We're at an hour, by the way. This game started an hour ago. An hour for a half. How pathetic is that? As Shetter makes the second. 43-26. As here is Gillespie at the logo, just chilling, going to the near side. We already have Akpar at 3 fouls, multiple players at 2 fouls. They showed it on the screen as Gillespie kicks it out to Ament. Ament inside to Estrella. Estrella on the ground, puts it up, it's stripped and taken away by Michigan. As here's Cadeau, 38 seconds left, kicks it inside. Burnett hands it off to Lendenberg and puts it in, no problem. 45-26. 32 seconds, and that's going to be a Michigan timeout. Michigan fans kind of clapping. I mean, they're happy, but obviously, again, the game has been bad for many reasons. And I do blame the officials, honestly, for number one. Let's see here. Let's see. I hope the Duke-UConn game is close. Me too. That would make up for this. Mathematically impossible for Tennessee to win. They would have to hold Michigan to 20 points and score 40. Appreciate you, Trajan, for tuning in, but what you just said actually proved that it was mathematically possible. But appreciate you, though, for the comment. But, yeah, obviously it's not looking good for Tennessee. They're going to have to really play very well in the second half because, yeah, they are definitely they have struggled. I mean, again, they're shooting 24%. That's better than what it was. They were shooting 18% at one point. I mean, it was genuinely bad. But maybe seeing a little bit of an uptick here. But the problem is Michigan is continuing to make their shots as they are at 52%. And they've been above 50 essentially the whole game. All right, we're back in action here. Tennessee going to inbound it here. 33 seconds left to go in the first half as Gillespie going to get the inbound as he's chilling. Now crossing the logo. Gillespie looking around, floats it to Estrella. Back over to Gillespie. How's it going, George? Good to see you. Appreciate you, man. You're attending a blowout as Estrella in the lane. Puts it up and can't get it as it's going to be taken away by Michigan. 12 seconds left. McKinney just chilling, finding Shatter. Shatter over to Cadeau as he's driving inside. Kicks it out to Lundberg. Back to McKinney for three is good. Unbelievable. Tennessee jacks up a long three. Almost actually made it. But that is that is your halftime score, 48-26. As Michigan looking like a number one seed as they're looking ready for Arizona. What conference are the refs from? They need to be refs. I don't know. They're terrible. They have called every single little thing, and it is pretty embarrassing. Gregory Nixon, that's one of the referees. So let me go ahead and look him up. I feel like I've looked him up already. I feel like he's from the ACC. I feel like I've already looked him up. Pretty sure. Because I feel like I've looked up that name already. I could be wrong. It's recognized, participated. Nixon is respected. Okay, well, all right, good for him. I'm trying to see who where he's from. I feel like I've seen him before. I think it's the ACC, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Not seeing anything now. He's officiated a Kentucky game. Kentucky won that game. I don't know. Gregory Nixon arrested. What? I don't know. I can't find anything on the referees. I thought I feel like I've searched that name up and it came up ACC, but I don't know. Man, I'm about to go on a freaking drink. Yeah, I don't blame you. Appreciate you, man. Sorry, it's not looking good. The fix is in. Yeah, it's not looking good, JL. Michigan, Arizona. I'm thinking Michigan. Hope these refs don't call. I know they better not. They better not. What fix? It's a blowout. Well, yeah, it is a blowout, but I'm just saying it's just kind of odd, you know. It's just the reffing. They're just calling too many fouls. I mean, again, to say though it's a fix. I mean, the fouls have been pretty even. We can look at it right now if you'd like. So 13-9, is that like the closest thing in the world? No, but I mean, again, but it's not like it's 13-2. I think that might be the illusion that some people may have here. No, it's definitely close. But I don't know. Again, it's just whistle happy, calling everything. It's really ruined the momentum. Obviously, again, we just spent over an hour for one half. That is not ideal. The other game, I think, right, the other game's supposed to start at like 4. Maybe that was all by design, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, Ament with 4 points for Tennessee. Okpara, no points. Estrella, 5 points. Gillespie with 6. Boswell, 3 points. Brown, 0 points. Carey with 8 points. Berg and Evans each with 0. Again, shooting 24% from the field. 25 rebounds. Tennessee out rebounding. They just can't seem to put it back up when they get the rebound. They've shot 10 free throws, 5 of 10, 50% from the line. Michigan, Lendenberg leading in scoring 15 points. Johnson 3 points. Mara 6 points. Cadeau 8 points. Burnett 4 points. Shetter 2 points. Gale with 5 points. McKinney 5 points. They're shooting 52% from the field. Again, that is also a big reason why the score is the way it is, as they've made, again, 52% compared to Tennessee's 24%. Again, 68% from the line, 13 of 19. Obviously, again, the free throws, 1 to 2, but the difference between 13 and 5 is only 8, not 22 points. And of course, again, Tennessee's getting out rebounded. Tennessee is out rebounding, but they're not able to put it right back up. They just can't do it. It's been a struggle for the Volunteers. They're volunteering to lose, apparently. Cheat again got called after they already had a 20-point lead. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, entering the bonus, it was the same. It was like 7-7. I don't know about all that. This game is over, but staying here. Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you very much. Stop the BK in order. Oh, nice. They made you wait for 15 minutes. Oh, that's tough. I'm hungry myself. Haven't eaten all day. Looking forward to what I do. Let's see. Looks like the Pirates and the Mets are tied up. That's fantastic. Royals 4, Braves nothing. Orioles 5, Twins 4, Rangers 7, Phillies 2, Blue Jays 5, Athletics 2, Red Sox 2, Reds 0, Rockies 3, Marlins 2, Angels, Astros 4, White Sox 7, Brewers 2, Rays 6, Cardinals 4, Nationals 3, Cubs 2. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Obviously, again, it's a one-sided affair, but I'll be calling again the UConn-Duke game. So hopefully, again, if you do like what you're listening to right now, make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. Again, I will be here for better or worse. I will. That is just the way it goes. We're going to have a good time regardless of a blowout or not. Volunteering to lose, yep. They definitely just have, again, they came out really well. They were hustling to everything. It was very impressive, the energy they had, but they stopped making shots. Again, I understand JL's frustration, but they went on a 6-minute stretch where they didn't, or 7-minute stretch where they didn't make anything. So that is why they're losing. They stopped making their shots. Again, they were shooting 19% at one point. Now they're shooting 24%, but yeah, I mean, you blame the refs. That's fine. You do what you want. But I'm just telling you, Tennessee didn't play well for a large stretch of that of the later half of the first half, and that is why it is a 22-point game. Just saying. That is reality. You can live in it if you want. Burger was cold. That's tough. That is tough. That's just a shame because the Whopper it's a good burger. I just haven't had it in a while. The Burger King around here is terrible. Yeah, that is tough. But again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'll leave the poll up for a little bit, but obviously, again, it's pretty one-sided. 66% of you guys with Michigan, 34% with Tennessee, and of course, that does make sense with the way the score is. I'm sure everyone that's going to come in is going to say Michigan, so I don't know. Again, we'll just look at it. We'll just look at it and, look at it by year or play it by year or whatever. I don't know. I don't even know the phrase. I can't think anymore. But yeah, it's been a rough one. It's been a rough one to cover. Been a rough one. But again, I do blame more. Not really the blowout, just all the stoppage of play. Again, the referee's just calling everything in the world. But again, Duke, UConn. Hopefully we got a good one there to conclude the day. Because, yeah, obviously not a good one right now. Which is a shame. We had some nice moments. Arizona, Purdue. Of course, Purdue was leading at the half, 38-31. And obviously Arizona turned it on at the end. Obviously 79-64. And of course Iowa, they were leading for pretty much most of the game against Illinois, and then Illinois pulled away at the end as well. So it's interesting. We're actually seeing some one-sided games in the Elite Eight. The refs definitely screwed Tennessee. I mean, you could think that. That's fine. You can think that all you want. I'm not gonna agree with you. You have the right to think the way you do. But when you don't make a basket for 7 minutes, I mean, and you cry refs, I think there's just other issues there. I think there's a lack of accountability. Working your butt off just to play the Zebras to call and get you Saturday. I hate unfair basketball. The refs should be fired on the spot. Well, again, the refs are terrible. Refs are terrible for sure. But, again, they're calling everything. They're just, it's just to stop. It's just a poorly reffed game. But, again, the Tennessee were the ones, again, the referees weren't blocking shots. The referees weren't missing Tennessee's shots for 7 or 8 minutes of just bad basketball. But, again, feel free to think however you do. I'm not going to try to change your mind. Don't really care enough to be honest. So, yeah. Best players getting sat will throw your team's emotion and chaos. Again, I do agree. Obviously, again, a lot of just stoppages of play, just a lot of momentum that was killed with the fouling and the TV timeouts and all that stuff. But yeah. Hope Tennessee wins second half by 12 or more. Well, that would make it somewhat competitive. First 5 minutes are referee and fun to watch, and the refs start blowing everything. Well, to be honest, they were blowing it early. They were blowing it really early. I think Michigan had like 4 fouls in the first 2 minutes. Yeah, no, it was pathetic. Again, like I said, I agree with you, the refs, but again, I won't agree is where, we're pointing it to, that's why this team is losing or this team is winning. I'm going to even try to look it up for you if I can. McDonald's, jeez. Where did your name, Dr. Lake, come from? It's a play on my actual name, of course, spelled differently. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's actually my gamer tag for PlayStation and Xbox, but it's spelled again differently. Now I can't find the first 2 minutes. Isn't that stupid? It stops at the 1750 mark. That is really dumb. But anyway, yeah, I wanted to prove that to you, but apparently they took away the ability to do that, so that's stupid. All play types. Ooh, let's look at fouls. Can we do that? Fouls? No. Really? It won't do fouls? Yeah, okay. We can do fouls. Let's see. Well, let's see. Again, we're just kind of hanging out until the second half. Obviously, it's been a game. Yeah, they're not letting me look at the first 2 minutes. That's stupid. All right. Well, I don't like you, ESPN, either. It's a play on his run. Yep. What do you usually play on PlayStation? I don't have PlayStation anymore, but on Xbox now. Sadly, I have Xbox. Stupid decision. Sometimes Call of Duty. Sometimes Apex. There's a chance, yeah. Play a lot of MLB 25 this show. Not going to get 26 because it's the same game. I do have a college football game, but again, I haven't really played that in a while. Yeah, I'm just basic guy. Pew Pew and sports. Would like to change it up because I'm kind of tired of playing competitive all the time. I'm just getting old. Michigan is better? They are better. They are better. Will the refs make this the longest game without an overtime? I don't know. Hoping for UConn W late. I know you are. Appreciate you again for tuning in. Again, kind of a dud in many ways. In many ways. I'm actually going to put this at the half here. Because, yeah, obviously there's just not much, it's not really a great game. Tennessee went cold after a really good start. And then I'm getting slaughtered in the ratings now. It is what it is. It happens. It happens, though. Yesterday gave me some false hope that I can compete, but that's just the way it goes. That is just the way it goes. But anyway, appreciate you again for tuning in. As we're just, again, waiting for the second half. Again, calling UConn Duke. Hopefully that one will be good. That'll be pretty interesting. Will be pretty interesting. Probably be the best game. It should be the best game of the Elite Eight. Because we haven't really been treated to like a close finish. But, I don't know. I have no idea. Hopefully the whistles are just chilling out, man. I'm tired of that. That was pretty bad. Duke favored by 5.5. I guess that makes sense. A 1 versus 2. I don't know if they. I'm assuming they didn't play each other in the regular season. I could be wrong. Yeah, Duke lost to North Carolina, Texas Tech. Pretty good teams. Well, North Carolina was Kind of still we have to wait almost a week after this for the Final Four. Yeah, no, there's just so many issues with a lot of things. But that is kind of annoying. That is kind of annoying. I don't know why they don't have the national championship played on a Saturday. Like, that would make the most sense to me because you think of college basketball, you think of Saturday. I don't know. But that's what I would do. I would just have, like, you'd have a game like either Tuesday night or Wednesday night. Both, you can have one of them on Tuesday night and Wednesday night, or Wednesday night, Thursday night, whatever. And then you have the final game on Saturday night. That's how you conclude your season. Instead of both games on Saturday. And then you play on Monday. I don't know. That just doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, well. What can you do? What can you do, man? I'm just... I don't even know what to say. I'm just kind of here and not knowing what to say. Nothing. I don't know what to say at all. I can tell you the Pirates are still tied with the Mets. Pirates were up early. Pirates have been up on every game this series. And then they have lost it late. Well, in the Mets game, they lost it early, but they were up in the top of the first. Again, the Royals leading the Braves 4-1. Twins and Orioles 5-5. That seems to be a good one. Rangers all over the Phillies 8-2. Oh man. Blue Jays 5, A's 2, Reds 3, Red Sox 2, Rockies 3, Marlins 2, Angels 6, Astros 4, White Sox 7, Brewers 2, Rays 6, Cardinals 4, Nationals 3, Cubs 2. All I want is one win. That's all I was asking for with the Pirates and the Mets. Like, just win one game on the road. That would be good. I would be fine with that. Hard telling, not knowing. Hard telling, not knowing. Guess I'm not following. There's no way the next game is as bad as this one. If you're a big Michigan fan, of course they're enjoying every minute. Yeah, of course they are. Of course they are. But obviously, I'm a neutral party. I don't really, I don't really have a dog in the fight. I just want a good game, and I don't want ref ball. Like, I just genuinely... I just hate fouls and fouls and fouls. And I'm telling you, I really hope the NCAA called those refs at halftime and told them to chill out, because that was stupid. That was ridiculous. UConn Duke will be super close. Yeah, I'm hoping so. I'm hoping it's a good one, because we have just not been afforded a close finish in the Elite Eight. We've had some, again, like Purdue, Arizona was good for a little bit. Iowa, Illinois was good for most of it. But obviously, again, you can only do so much. All we can do is watch. You can just hope for a good game. I guess that's part of the problem when you get, like, upsets, right? Which, of course, Purdue, that was an upset. They were the 2 seed. But, like when you get Iowa, Illinois, or a 1 versus 6. eventually the team will play like their ranking. That's just the way it usually is. That's why, like, you'll see, like, oh, a 16 beat the 1. Well, they lose the next game because they're actually a 16 seed. Or, you know, a 15 seed beats a 2 or a 14 beats a 3, which we haven't seen that in a little bit, of course. But, you know, or you see a 12 beat a 5, which that's more due to just the bias of the bigger conferences. But, you know, the other lower games, obviously, again, like, you know, like, eventually, like, the seed will play like their seed. Like, that's just how it goes. And you'll see the difference eventually. And that's what makes it an interesting, like the madness, like a Cinderella run. That's why they call it, like, oh, wow, they keep winning. Wow. Are they ever going to? They're hot. They're playing hot. They're playing above their seed level. They're playing very well. But usually, for the most part, it happens where they play like their seed. And obviously, again, Tennessee went 7 minutes with nothing. They did not score a basket. And that is what's probably going to do them in. And during that 7 minutes, Michigan put up 24 points. And wouldn't you know it, they're up by 22. There you go. And that's somebody that doesn't even, I'm somebody that doesn't really watch a lot. And yet I know that. And yet, for some reason, I guess a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't. As the Pirates are still tied 2-2. 2-2. Looking at this Tuesday schedule, I don't know if I can squeeze in. I probably could do Bosnia and Italy because I really need to do some soccer to warm up for the World Cup. But you know, the voice is still a thing. It's still having the throat is sore. I don't know, but I do need to get something going. Okay, it's the World Cup. That's stupid. Why did they want? Yeah, all right, whatever. USA plays Paraguay June 12th on Fox and Peacock. That's interesting. So NBC and Fox are sharing that? That's odd. Huh. Is that the only one? Everything else is on Fox or FS1. I will do my best, again, to cover as much FIFA as I can. I think it'll be pretty fun. Interesting. All right, we might be working our way back as you hear me rambling. Just talking about nonsense over here. Going to the second half here. 48-26. Old man yelling at a cloud. You'll be chill. You've already spammed it twice. I don't know about that. Let's see here. Just got back from outside. Seems like the biggest blowout of the round. Yes. Tennessee had a 17-point lead early in the second half versus Kentucky, and Kentucky came back and won. That is not good for Tennessee. That's not good. That means they're not a second-half team, so I don't know. Again, I doubt they'll play any worse. I think it is only up from here if you're a Tennessee fan. So, but, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how Tennessee and the Volunteers can do in the second half. And, you know, if they can make it interesting, that would be great. But, we'll see. I mean, Michigan, I expect them at worst to just play even. All right, Cadell with it as he's going right to left again. Michigan in white, Tennessee in orange as he finds Johnson. Johnson to Lindeberg. Lindeberg floats it over to Mara. Mara beyond the arc as he hands it off to Lindeberg. And he finds Mara yet again. Mara inside, working on his guy Estrella. Turning, hook shot is too strong. Rebounded by Tennessee as here they come. The Volunteers racing down. This is Ament. Ament over here to Okpara, who's beyond the arc looking around, hands it off to Ament. Kicks it out here to Gillespie. Kicks it out now back to Ament for three. Too strong. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson here now to the near side as he finds Lindeberg. Here is Cadeau. Cadeau floats it up to Lindeberg, puts it up, and can't get it, but then tips it in as Michigan now leading 50-26. Here is Gillespie to Estrella. Estrella over here to Ament on the near side. Again, going left to right as he finds Gillespie. Bounce pass inside. Estrella in the lane. Hook shot is good. Good play by Estrella. As it's now a 22-point game. Back to what it was. Cadeau with it on the far side, going right to left. Cadeau finding Mara beyond the arc, who's looking around. Floats it back over to Cadeau. Estrella bear hugging Mara for no reason as Cadeau's driving inside in the lane. Turning, hands it off to Mara, wide open. I guess he should have kept bear hugging as it's now back to a 24-point game, 52-28. As Michigan now going to do a little bit of a press, but Tennessee beats the press. Amen with it on the near side, driving in the lane, turning, looking, puts it up, and can't get it. Mara tips it away, recovered by Lindenberg. Driving inside, kicks it out to Burnett, who's driving in, spinning around in the lane, turning, kicks it out to Mara. Wide open three is good. Mara's hitting threes. That's how you know it's not good. 27-point game, Tennessee with 28 points. Can they get something going here? Gillespie with it again. They got to get something going. Step back three is good. That is ideal if you are Tennessee. All right, table tennis. I know you, I don't know, I can't tell, but you're not banned again, but we'll catch you tomorrow. All right, here's Cadeau as he's looking around and just kind of sending it inside of Mara. Mara loses the ball, and it's going to be taken away by Tennessee. Tennessee with it. This is, I think, was that RFK? That might have been. As that is a Gillespie three. That is good. Gillespie with back-to-back threes. Okay, well, from 27 to 21. 21-point game, 55-34. We shall see. Lindenberg with it on the far side, guarded by Ament. As he's at the logo, finding Mara. Mara has it tipped away, but it's still good. Mara looking around, hands it off to Cadeau. Cadeau back over to Lindenberg underneath as he's in the lane. Looking, kicks it out to Burnett for three. Going to be too strong as the ball is saved by Johnson, and he throws it to Cadeau, but they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. All right, Tennessee, maybe. Again, you got to get something going. Again, 6 straight points, looking to keep it going. Get yourself under 20 points, and then again, just start chipping away at the lead. That's what you got to do if you're Tennessee. Gillespie doing a thumbs up. Everything is okay. Gillespie beyond the arc, looking around, floats it inside to Okpara. Floater, too strong. Rebounded by Cadeau. Needed that. As Cadeau finds Lindenberg driving in the lane, slamming it inside. Oh, with authority. 57-34, 16:06. And counting. Here is Gillespie as he's looking around, hands it off here to Ament. Driving inside. Fadeaway jumper is going to be off the mark. Rebounded by Cadeau. Cadeau racing down in the lane. Looking, kicks it out here to Burnett for three. That is good. And it's 60-34, back to a 26-point lead. As Gillespie with it on the far side. Braves' perfect season is no more. That is tough. That is tough as he hands it off to Carey. Puts up, it's blocked by Mara. Oh, man, Michigan now feeling it again. Cadeau with it on the near side. Cadeau driving in, stepping back. I'm going to chill out for a sec as he finds Mara. Mara with it, looking around, hands it back to Lindenberg. Lindenberg, and there's a foul on Carey. As looks like Cadeau fell to the ground. First foul. That's kind of a surprise. Again, I really think NCAA probably did call the referees and told them to chill out on the fouls because that was ridiculous. But 60-34 is your score. Michigan with the lead and the ball whenever we come back. Dylan Case guy the Blue Jays got from the Gosman. It looks like Gosman with the mustache. Interesting. All right, Pirates, Mets, 2-2. Come on, Pirates. Let's go, Buccos. As the Royals, yes, beat the Braves 4-1. Interesting. That was a quick game. Everything else is in the 7th or 8th. That one's already over. Unless it started at like 05, then I could see that. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Again, I know it's a 26-point game, but I do thank you guys for listening in. Your Orioles better win today. How's it going, Seth? Good to see you. Again, I look forward to whenever you have Phillies or Dodgers in your name as well. That, I guess, will be in, 2 weeks? Appreciate you, Seth, for tuning in. Yeah, the Phillies aren't looking good. The Orioles, I think, were tied up with the Twins, 5-5. They're heading to the bottom of the 7th. Yeah, Phillies down 8-2 over the Rangers. Dodgers are off today, off on a Sunday. But I guess that's because they already played their 3. It was really weird. Really weird schedule. The H is now behind the plate. Oh, what the heck? Again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to like and subscribe, folks, for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. This is what I do. I call games. Again, if you do like it, make sure to subscribe. It is free as we're closing in on 7,400 subscribers. It has been fun. But, yeah, we're closing in on that number. If everyone subscribes right now, we would hit it. So thank you very much for tuning in, giving the small channel a chance. All I ask for is a chance. As, yeah, no, I do appreciate you guys for listening on in. As, again, I know it's a blowout. I do. I know it's tough to, keep on, but I do appreciate you guys letting me call the game for you. And, of course, again, feel free to chat down below. Again, I try to get to the chat as often as I can. Obviously, in basketball, a little bit more of a fast-paced game, but I still do my best to make it happen. But right now, again, 67% of you guys with Michigan. If the, of course, the scoring margin, changes or it stays, if it changes as far as, getting smaller, then we'll leave it up. But if it does continue to stay this way, it's not small anymore. I still see it as a small channel. Always looking to, I don't know. I don't know what would be a big channel, to be honest with you. I don't know. Actually, I need to look that up. What would be a big channel? But I always had that mindset as the underdog. That's what it is. The underdog. I am the underdog. Not the superhero, the dog. But anyway, apparently we missed some action here. Michigan just jacked up a 3 and missed it. Tennessee with it. That was pretty terrible by CBS. Not even showing the game. As Gillespie floats it over to Evans. Evans back over to Gillespie as he's beyond the arc. Jacks up a 3. Short. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson over to Burnett on the near side. Again, 14:50 left to go in this one. As Lindenberg on the far side. Looking around, and he just puts up a 3. Why not? That's good. I mean, that is just so unfair. 29-point game. Gillespie with it on the near side, finding Boswell. Boswell back over to Gillespie on the near side, floating inside to Carey. Carey turning, spinning, looking, puts it up, and can't get it in and out. Berger rebounded by Burnett. Burnett over here to Cadeau on the near side again, 63-34. As Cadeau's looking around and driving inside, looking, loses the ball, gets it right back, kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson back over to Lindenberg. Lindenberg at the logo, finding Cadeau. As he just puts up a 3. That's going to be off the mark. Rebounded by, well, it's going to be a jump ball. And, these players still ripping the ball away. Johnson and Evans, they're getting into it. And now they're going to be separated by, well, everybody. Now there's still some discussions. Carey, again, Carey's built like a linebacker. He would do some damage. Oh, man, okay, I read his lips. That is a grown-up word. Lindenberg saying scoreboard. That's always a tough one. That is always, when you say scoreboard, it's pretty much over because that's what it's all about. So Evans and Johnson ripping it away. The whistle was blown, but they look like they really wanted that ball. Again, it's more of a pride thing, obviously. Johnson and Evans getting into it, and then of course Carey, the linebacker guy, he started talking. Man, oh man. Not saying it's big, but it's not small. Yeah, I got you. I'm still going to say it's small. Let's go Orioles. Do they just take the lead? Keep playing hard. Hey, Samuel, that's a good mindset to have. Appreciate you, Samuel, for tuning in. That is a good mindset to have. I mean, hey, you're going to lose, but play hard. Finish it out. Finish your season out, well. Don't whimper away. So again, obviously there's a lot of stuff happening, and the referees are going to look at the scoring table. I don't know if they're going to issue any texts or not. Let me actually put on the headset for this. So we'll see. We need some action. This guy. I mean, I wouldn't mind that. It'd be pretty fun to call. So again, obviously Tennessee doesn't really have much to lose by doing this. Michigan, however. Oh, Carey. Oh, wow. So Carey bumped Johnson after the play. They didn't show this. So after all the, fighting for the ball, Carey came in and bumped Johnson. Of course, Carey, again, a big guy. Dead ball foul for Carey for sure. And we'll see, again, the severity of it. Dead ball, technical foul on 23 of Tennessee. It's Carey. Michigan will shoot 2 shots. All right, so Carey got a tech. Again, frustrations, obviously. That's just the way it goes. Lenderberg's going to be at the line. He's an 83% free throw shooter, as Michigan will get free 2 shots and the ball. As there you go. There's 1. Carey, that's his 4th foul, and looks like the Tennessee coach wanting an explanation. As Lenderberg with the 2nd. That one is short. So, again, a 30-point game. And now, of course, Michigan will get the ball. Which is a shame because the Tennessee had the possession arrow. And that's just not ideal. Cadell bounce pass inside. Johnson puts it up and is fouled. As he would go to line for a couple of shots. And he is a 78% free throw shooter. First hit for Ward. Taylor Ward, I guess. Got her on base. Nice. Pirates have a couple of runners on base, but they have 2 outs. Probably not going to do nothing. Again, Johnson averaging 14 points a game, but he only has 3 today. As here's the first. That one is good. Making it a 31-point game. Unbelievable stuff. Again, just... that's just the way it goes. Sometimes you get these games, and it has been a while since I've got one of these games. I think we got, again, the last one that felt like this was like St. John's and UConn. That was just a blowout. As there's the 2nd. That one's too strong. Rebounded by Tennessee as Okpara floats it over to Gillespie. Gillespie again. Tennessee starting off strong in the second half, but no points in the last 3 minutes. There's going to be a foul on Michigan. Not a shooting foul, just a common one. And Tennessee will just inbound. Congrats on Michigan and all their fans. Oh, yeah, for sure. Which one of you is J-Town? What the heck does that even mean, Josh? Not following. Appreciate you, Josh, for tuning in. But not really following on who J-Town is. Here's Gillespie. Alley-oop to Okpara. And that's probably the best play that Tennessee's had all day. As it's now a 29-point game. McKinney with it on the far side. Going right to left. Finding Lendeberg, who's at the logo. Finding Mara. Mara with it beyond the arc. As he floats it back over to Cadeau. Cadeau floats it up to Lendeberg. And he puts it up and gets the basket. As it's now back to a 31-point game, 67-36. As he finds Borg. Borg over here to Evans on the near side. Back over to Gillespie. Gillespie looking around at the logo inside. And there's going to be a foul on McKinney. Not a shooting foul, of course. Man, oh man, it's a rough day for the Volunteers. Here is Gillespie on the far side, looking around to Okpara. Okpara hands it off to Borg for 3. Too strong, rebounded by Okpara. Kicks it out to Borg. Borg to a wide open Evans. That is in and out Burger, rebounded by Michigan. As here is Cadeau on the near side again, going right to left. A 31-point game, 12:46 left to go in this one. Bounce pass to Mara. Mara hands it off to Cadeau on the far side. Loose the ball, and it's taken away by Tennessee. Tennessee to Borg. Borg lays it. Oh, it's blocked, but Tennessee there for the rebound and gets it. 67-38, a 29-point game. As here is Lendeborg on the near side, again going right to left. As he's just chilling, 12-16 and counting. Floats it to McKenney. McKenney chilling at the logo, finding Mara. Mara back over to Lendeborg. Lendeborg guarded there by Brown. Now guarded by Okpara. Lendeborg for three is going to be off the mark. Rebounded by Michigan and puts it in. Gale with a nice play. 69-38. As Tennessee trying to play fast, driving inside, puts it up, gets the basket. As it's now 69-40. Floats it in here to Cadeau. As Cadeau takes a big hit. Borg with heavy defense. Borg on the ground. Cadeau with it as he finds McKenney. As he's driving inside. Long two is good. 71-40 is your score. 11-27 and counting. As here is Gillespie. Gillespie looking around as he's at the logo. Kicks it out here to Brown. Brown over here to Borg. Borg to Gillespie. Driving inside in the lane. Off the glass. Gets the basket. Nice shot. Nice play by Gillespie. As it's 71-42. Orioles take lead. Peak got a hit. Nice. Going to inbound it here to Michigan. As Lendeborg's going to go ahead and just chill. Oh, he touched. I thought he touched it. 10:56 and counting. As just letting it go all the way down. Michigan just kind of toying, with Tennessee. As here's Cadeau. Cadeau on the far side. Taken away by Tennessee. Here is Gillespie. And he slams it inside. And heavy contact. And I think, he was fouled. That was a nice dunk there by Gillespie. As it's obviously getting pretty personal between these guys. Michigan, of course, toying with Tennessee. Tennessee not liking it. Of course, Gillespie showing how they feel about it with the slam dunk. So Gillespie go to line whenever we come back. 10:41 left to go in this one. As we're going to another TV timeout. Pirates Mets 2-2. Probably going extras again. Orioles 7, Twins 5. Rangers 8, Phillies 3. Red Sox down to the Reds 3-2. Interesting. Rockies leading the Marlins 3-2. Angels 6, Angels 6, Astros 4. White Sox 7, Brewers 2. Rays 6, Cardinals 4. Nationals 4, Cubs 2. Final scores: Royals 4, Braves 1, and the Blue Jays 5, Athletics 2. And France is leading Colombia 2-0 at halftime in a pre-World Cup friendly at Washington Commander Stadium. Interesting. That's not a shock, honestly. France is probably going to do very well again. Hope not, but they probably will. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, if you do like what you're listening to and you haven't done so yet, make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play. I'm going to go ahead and lower the chair here. There we go. Just want to see how that goes. I feel so much better, actually. But yeah, so make sure, again, to like and subscribe. It is free to do so. Says so right over there. Again, think of it more as a follow on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, wherever you social media from. It's not an actual subscription. You're not paying me nothing. It is free to do so. It's just more sports content on your YouTube feed. And, of course, again, calling the Duke-UConn game right after this. Hopefully, you'll join me for that. That would be pretty cool. But, yeah, that is pretty much all I got. For you guys. But anyway, yeah, it looks like we're working away. Well, no, we're not. I thought we were having another commercial, but that is not the case. Or, coming back from commercial. So, again, thank you guys. I see we got 7390. Again, we're closing on 7400. That is the goal for today. It would be great to hit it in the first stream. That way anything in the second stream is gravy. But it's all good. Totally get it. But, yeah, hopefully, again, I'll see you back for game number 2. And hopefully we got a better game. That's going to be ideal. As we're working our way back here again, 71-44. Tennessee should be shooting some free throws. Gillespie at the line, 81%. Again, was fouled on the slam dunk. And Gillespie didn't like the contact. So obviously, and this game again has been a little bit of a bad blood there by each team, as Gillespie makes the 3-point play, completes it. 71-45 is your score as Lundeberg heavy pressure. Looks like Tennessee going to be doing a press from here on out as Mara with it on the far side as he finds McKinney. Gillespie playing some serious defense on McKinney. McKinney back over to Mara on the far side. Mara back over to Lundeberg. Lundeberg at the logo as he finds McKinney. McKinney for three. It's going to be short, and there's going to be a foul. And looks like Brown's going to help out McKinney, who will shoot three. So Brown trying to diffuse the situation by helping out Michigan or helping him up. Oh, yeah, just got his leg there. That is Brown's third. MASN changed scoreboard. Nice. I know the Pirates did. Looks really nice. Way better than last year's. And last year's was okay, but this year's is really neat. McKinney makes the first. McKinney is a 88% free throw shooter. Pretty good. Pretty solid at the line. Again, 10:19 left to go, if you're wondering on the time. As, again, this half going a little bit more smoother than the first. That first half, again, took about an hour and 10 minutes. I'm not even kidding. Not even kidding. It was pretty atrocious. Again, the referees were just calling every little thing on both sides. And it was rough. All right, McKinney with the third, and that one is good. So 74-45. Again, a 29-point game, 10:19 left to go in this one. As here is Gillespie taking up the court as he's at the logo, guarded by Gale. As Gillespie going to the far side, driving in, looking, turning, kicks it out to Ament. Ament's looking around, coming to the near side, going left to right as Ament looking around. Driving inside, in the lane, kicks it out here to Gillespie, who's looking around, finding Borg. Borg with it, spinning around, loses the ball, gets it right back, puts it up, and that's going to be an air ball as it goes out of bounds. With 9:48 left to go, a turnover. Warriors about to be up 10-5. Wow. 9:48 left to go. Again, another turnover as this Tennessee crowd looks pretty lifeless because there's really nothing to cheer about. Nothing to really cheer about. Michigan, of course, a lot, as Tennessee with good defense knocks it out of bounds. Looks like a Michigan player ran into a Tennessee player on the sideline there. Looking really awkward. A little bit of delay here as had some trouble getting up. All right, we're back as Burnett's going to be inbounding it, finding McKinney. McKinney is going to be fouled as Gillespie was trying to rip the ball away. Oh, no, they called a jump ball. Really, that was quick. Well, all right, Tennessee ball. As, again, down by 29, 9:44 left to go. Cadeau going to check back in. It's like Shatter is like saying, hey, it wasn't my fault. I don't know. All right, Tennessee with the inbound inside to Okpara. Okpara. Looks like there was a foul on Cadeau. I don't know what he did, but there was a foul regardless. Tennessee should be happy to make it as far as they overperform their 6th seed. Oh, yeah, 100%. They should be. 100%. As Borg inbounds it here to Brown on the far side. Brown inside here to Okpara. Driving in. Looking. Puts it up. Gets the basket. Nice play by Okpara. A lot of work for that 2 points. 74-47. As again, Tennessee with a little bit of a press here. 9:27 and counting. Bounce pass here to McKinney, and he crosses half court, kicks it out to Burnett, who's driving inside, hands it off to, somehow back to Burnett, kicks out to Lundeberg for three. That's going to be off the mark and rebounded by Tennessee, but it looks like there was a foul on Tennessee, and it's going to stay with Michigan. That was a foul on Ament. And Ament, that was his second foul. Yeah, but we have, I think, only one player at 4. Some people, some guys at 3. A lot of people at 2s. As Cadeau's going to inbound it here for Michigan. Bounce pass to Lendenberg. Lendenberg looking around on the far side beyond the perimeter. Bounce pass to Johnson. Tipped out of bounds by Brown's going to stay with Michigan. 13 seconds left to shoot. 9:09 left to go in this one. Tennessee coach looking on as Michigan is, of course, in control. Finding Lendenberg here for 3. It's going to be short and rebounded by, I don't know, I guess Tennessee, but they're going to call a foul on Johnson. He doesn't know what happened. We're seeing, again, the whistle-happy referees again, I guess. I don't know. I guess they feel like they haven't called too many. 5 fouls for each here in the second half as Gillespie with it at the logo. Going to the far side. Heavy defense there by Michigan as he finds Borg on the near side. Borg looking around, driving in the lane as now he's back beyond the perimeter. Borg looking around, finding Gillespie. Gillespie guarded by McKinney. Gillespie hands it off to Brown. Driving inside, stripped away. Ball's loose. Okpara puts it in. Nice stuff by Okpara. He is playing very well. He really is. Shame that he only has 4 fouls. But he has played very well in the last few moments. As here is Michigan. Cadeau with it on the far side. Again, going right to left. Guarded there by Borg. Cadeau looking around inside at Johnson. Johnson puts it up and gets the bucket and the foul. And Johnson will go to the line for a chance to complete the 3-point play as he's a 78% free throw shooter. Let's see. Doctor, please tell me where I can get that awesome pregame music that plays before you show up. What name is the instrumental and who does it? So it's mine. It's mine. I probably will in the future release those like soundtracks on YouTube, but yeah, it is mine. It is Mio. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I made it on the on a website. 76-49 again is your score as Johnson releases. That one's going to be short. Rebounded here by Ament on the far side. Again, going left to right as Ament looking around. As he's in the lane, floater is good. He was fouled as well. Nice play by Ament as he's going to go to the line again. 79% free throw shooter. But again, appreciate you, Drago. Again, not sure if I still don't know if you're live or not. If you're at the beginning, I don't know. You have to download the college football into the song. It's already stuck in your head all the time. Yeah, I know it's something, huh? Makes it so again, completing the 3-point play, 76-50. Oh, sorry. 2. Looks like we have a foul there on Ament as he was delaying the game. I don't know what that was all about. I don't know what's going on. Looks like we're going to see some free throws because we're at the bonus. So, again, the referees, just, again, a lot of fouls, and they honestly kind of killed the game. Obviously, of course, it's a blowout, right? But, you know, the stoppage of play makes it even worse. Stopping potential momentum swings, and all this stuff. So, yeah. Anyway, Burnett going to be at the line as 76% free throw shooter as Burnett releases and makes the first. Might see 100 points. That would be the first time I think I've actually had 100, you know, if that happens. All right, again, Burnett going to be at the line as he releases. That one is good. 78-52. is your score. Estrella going to inbound it here to Gillespie. Gillespie at the logo. Coming to the near side again, going left to right. Gillespie looking around. Just jacks up a three. That's going to be too strong, and it's going to be rebounded by Estrella. Stripped away. Taken away by Cadeau. On the near side, again, going right to left. Cadeau with it, just chilling. Now he's going to pass it out to McKinney. McKinney with it on the near corner, driving in the lane, looking. Kicks it out here to Cadeau, who finds Shetter for three. It's going to be short, rebounded by Okpara, who finds Ament. 7:25 and counting. Ament looking around as he floats it into Estrella. Estrella is fouled by Mara. And that's going to take us to a TV timeout. 7:20 left to go in the second half. Man, oh man. 78-52 is your score. Having an investigation starting on your fantasy baseball team. Yeah, I know. I haven't really done anything, and yeah, I'm crushing it. I am liking it a lot, Tater. But, yeah. Let's see. I'm going to just to check out here. I'm not sure. Drago, I don't know if you're live. I don't know if you are actually live or not. Are you live? Are you caught up on the live? Because I just don't know. But anyway, appreciate you guys again for hanging out. Let's see. Hopefully the Pirates are doing okay. 2-2 in the top of the ninth. Pirates with runners on first and second again. 2 outs. So again, the Pirates can get base runners. They just can't push them across. You should look at who's number 2 in the most points. Points? Yeah, why not? I got time. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Again, we're just kind of just chilling, waiting for this game to get back underway. And obviously, it's been a rough one. It's been a rough one. Oh, that's not showing me there for some reason. Let's see, Taterhead. Yeah, you've been making moves like left and right. See, I'm like just chilling. I'm just chilling. But I'm not saying it's a good thing. Let's look at the transaction counter here. Denny's made 10. Tater was 7. You're second in the most moves. So Denny and Tater are just active, always on it. Me? Yeah. I've made 1 acquisition. We'll see how that goes, though. I might pick it up. We'll see. But the team, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's see. Oh, you are live. Okay. Red Sox have been playing like boneheads. Oh, yeah. You can get a coffee. I won't sell. I just want to. I'm sure we can make that work. I mean, honestly, you had a nice donation, so I'll probably make that happen. So, yeah. So what you can do, just go to one of my random streams. That way, if you want to do, for privacy issues, or you can DM me on Twitter. I don't know if you have a Twitter, but what we can do is, if you don't have a Twitter, just go to one of my streams randomly in the past, drop your email link, and I'll go ahead and email it to you. And I will, I'll just ask that you don't give out my email. I think that's a fair deal. I'm sure you're cool with that. But yeah, we can make that happen. Chris Bassett is pitching tomorrow. Okay, it doesn't feel good to be Tennessee Vols today. Yeah, still go Vols for sure, man. Always. Hey, again, this team back here, they have been so pathetic in the last. Oh yeah, the auto draft. That's right. That's fair, Tater. That's fair. I forgot about that. But yeah, obviously that team back there has disappointed me so many times. So it's always black and gold till I die. And of course for Tennessee, yeah, definitely never going to give up. Totally can respect that. Definitely don't want to, it wouldn't be right if you're going to give up on Tennessee after this. And again, you guys should be pretty happy, I think. I mean, definitely an Elite 8 appearance is really, really great, outperforming your seed. Of course, you've had to beat so many teams to get there. I mean, that's really impressive. I definitely have been very impressed with this Tennessee run. Can I send you my email address right here, right now? They can send me a link. I mean, I'll have to send it to you after. I mean, you can if you want. I mean, it's just, again, I don't know if there might be somebody in the comments section that might be, a creeper and just hey, I'm going to spam your email now. But yeah, you can. I'll go ahead and write it down. But we are about to get back into gameplay, so you'd have to hurry. Michigan coach just looking like he's over it as we're inbounding here to Estrella. Estrella to Okpara, puts it up and can't get it, tipped away, and Mara with the rebound, but now we're going to call a foul, and Mara is like freaking out about the foul. He doesn't like it. He's saying, no, come on, no one else called it. What are you doing? So Mara, guilty party. That's going to be his 4th foul. So yeah, I can see why he's getting mad about it. Mara again, 11 points. As Okpara releases, that one is short. Good luck to your baseball and softball teams. Yeah, it does. Tennessee have a really good. And the SEC usually does really well softballs. He misses the second, and it's tipped out of bounds and going to go back to Michigan. Again, 7-16 and counting. Or probably not counting yet, but obviously, again, still plenty of time. But Michigan, of course, with the lead. And now we're inbounding, 7-13 and counting. Cadeau with it on the far side, going right to left. Heavy defense by Boswell. As Cadeau looking around, double team, bounce pass to Johnson. Johnson kicks it out to Shatter for 3. It's going to be strong. Rebounded by Lendenberg, puts it up and can't get it. Tipped up in the air, and it's going to be ripped away by Tennessee. As here is Ament with it. He's at the top of the arc looking around. Jacks up a 3, and it's going to be too strong. Tipped away, and it's going to be almost saved, but not quite. Kind of like the hustle there by Boswell, but couldn't quite save it before it goes out of bounds. Michigan ball with 6:44 left to go. Again, folks, appreciate you guys. Again, make sure to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play, as we'll be back on for Duke and UConn, which will be happening right after this. About 30-minute break, if I had to guess. Cadeau with it as he floats it over to Lendenberg. Lendenberg over here to Gale as he kicks it out to Burnett. Driving inside, looking, spinning, turning. Oh, that could have been a travel, not called. Gale with it. Back over to Johnson inside. Puts it up and is fouled. As, Ament draws or gets or is fouled. Or pardon me, Johnson is fouled. Ament with the foul. Ament. I don't know if that's his 4th foul. Yeah, it's his 4th foul. Johnson's a 78% free throw shooter. We might not see 100. It looked like we might have. Breaking news, Pittsburgh Steelers are signing Joe Flacco. Or his son. Yeah. Michigan makes the first, 79-52. Oklahoma softball's good. Yeah, Ricky Vanderbilt used to be amazing at baseball, winning all the time. Yeah, Vanderbilt used to be the baseball school. As there is the second. That one is good. 80-52 as we're back in action. Tennessee going to inbound it here on the far side. Driving inside is Gillespie. Now it's going to fade back beyond the arc. Just looking around. Gillespie on the far side. Just chilling. Guarded by Lendenberg. Driving in the lane. Gillespie puts it up. Taken away by Michigan. And Lendenberg slowing it down to Cadeau, 6:02 and counting, as he finds Gale. Jacks up a 3. That is good. It is a 31-point game, 83-52, 5:51 and counting. As again, the SEC's last hope for basketball has been eliminated and humiliated. Ament chilling at the logo, finding Gillespie over to Okpara, puts it up, gets fouled, and he'll go to the line for a couple. All right, now that we have this game is pretty much over. We're going to go ahead and make a new poll. Hopefully you guys are okay with it. I'm sure you guys will. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Learn how to spell, doctor. Makes the first 30-point game. All right. Makes the second. Oh my gosh, I'm terrible. So again, 5:35 and counting here as Michigan inbound it. Like my fingers are too fast and too slow at the same time. How does that make any sense? All right, let me know down below who's going to win, Michigan or Arizona. Let me know either in the chat or in the poll. As Cadeau with it, 5:15 and counting. Looking around at Gale. Gale to Johnson, wide open as he slams it inside. No problem. And I think we may see 100. We'll see. 15 points away from that. As here's Gillespie on the far side, going left to right, kicks it out here for 3. It's going to be off the mark, and it's taken away by Tennessee. As Ahmed just puts up a 3. That's short, tipped up, and saved by Tennessee. Okpara with it. Kicks it out to Gillespie. Deep 3. That is off the mark. Rebounded by Michigan. As Johnson back over to Lendenberg, 4:40 and counting. Lendenberg just chilling, going to wait. Looks like he's just going to wait. Michigan going to have a standing ovation for their Wolverines, as again, they will be advancing to the Final Four, where they will play Arizona. As Cadeau with it beyond the arc, looking around in the lane, floats it up for an alley-oop, but Johnson couldn't quite seal the deal. And he was fouled, apparently, and Johnson will go to the line for some more free throws. I don't know. I didn't really see the foul, but, I mean, it's whatever. I don't really think it matters at this point. Johnson, again, a 78%er. As he releases, that is good. Again, a 32-point game. not what we thought. Not what we were expecting. Definitely not something we were thinking. Lendenberg going to check out for a little bit. Don't know if that's the final one, but of course the Michigan crowd liking his performance, letting him know about it. Looks like he has some sweats. Okay, so it looks like they will check out. Looks like Michigan players are going to slowly check out, as it's now 87-54, and that is Johnson again getting a standing ovation. 33-point game, and of course I won't really know the reserves for Michigan, so I do apologize on that, but then we'll worry about that when it happens. As Ament inside Okpara, floater is good. As again, Okpara has looked pretty nice here in the second half. Only has 10 points, but he has really come alive here, as his first half was not that great. As Cadeau with it on the far side, again, expect him to get subbed out soon. Lays it up and can't get it. Mara with the goal, or, illegal touching there. So a timeout, goaltending turnover. So official TV timeout, 3:50 go, 87-56. Michigan going to go to the Final Four. Tennessee will go home. Finally, glad Tennessee finally got exposed and the SEC is done. They are done. Officially gone. And we'll be seeing you, I guess, until I get, baseball season, right? But, I don't really think I've ever watched much, maybe more than 5 games of college baseball in my life. Completely, I don't know if I've seen any. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen a complete game of college baseball in my life. Let's see. Michigan, yeah, complete the mission, get the championship. Yep, for sure. That's good stuff. Good stuff. I like that comment there. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, before you go, make sure to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. I'll be back, of course, for Duke and UConn for what it's worth. That should be a better game, actually. There's no what it's worth. But I do appreciate you guys again for hanging out. And again, if you haven't done so already, make sure to like and subscribe. Haven't really gone over what I am specializing in. I am a specialist in the NFL. I do every game, or not every game, but I cover every team at least once. So again, if you're a fan of, the Titans, I covered you at least once. So, if you're a fan of the Lions, cover you guys actually a lot. In fact, too much to where you guys started losing when I covered games, and we had Lion fans saying, "Hey, please stop covering the Lions." I'm actually curious now what their record was. The Lions were 3-6 when I covered their games. That was tough. That is brutal. But anyway, yes, I do cover a lot of NFL, college football, so make sure, again, to subscribe for that. Again, that is where I'm at my best. It's where the channel's at its best. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. And, again, I'll be covering UConn and Duke in about, I actually don't know. Again, they might push back the time, too, because this game did run long as, yeah, that was pretty pathetic. Again, the first half of this game was pathetic. Referees were pathetic. And, of course, again, we'll be covering the Final Four and the National Championship. Pirates winning 3-2. Let's go! Took like 5 hours. Well, not really. I guess the second half was much quicker. But that was pathetic. Tip-off scheduled for CBS at 5:05 Eastern, 4:05 Central. So that's in about 35 minutes. We'll see if they hold true to that. And of course, the winner of that game takes on Duke, or pardon me, the winner of that game takes on Illinois. So yeah, they're in extras over there in the top 10. Again, Pirates were leading in extras yesterday and then lost. Again, if the Pirates just win one game of this series, they will have met my expectations, and I'll feel so much better about playing Cincinnati. But of course, the Pirates actually struggle in Cincinnati, even when the Reds aren't good. All right, again, Tennessee down by 31, 3:50 and counting, as Gillespie makes his way up the court slowly but surely, as he's guarded by Shetter, as Gillespie kicks it out here to Ament, back over to Gillespie, beyond the arc, looking around, loses the ball, gets it right back. Gillespie driving inside in the lane, puts it up, gets the basket, as it's now 87-58. 3:23 and counting. Shetter with it as he floats it over to Cadeau. Cadeau on the near side. And heavy defense by Tennessee finds Shetter. And, oh, they're going to cause shot clock violation. Couldn't quite get it across. Well, you got to like the pressure that Tennessee has provided here. Doing some votes coming in. Michigan, Arizona. Who's winning? Michigan. Michigan, 75% of you guys with Michigan. Looks like we're going to see some more subs. Mara and Cadeau. Yes, those were expected. As we're seeing again, most of the Michigan starters exit the floor as Gillespie puts it up. Can't get it. Tipped away and rebounded by Michigan. And this is number 5. Finds Shetter. Shetter over here to, I believe that's Gale. Gale with it. Again, some of the main backups, the main role players for Michigan still in. Like McKinney, who has it now at the logo, looking around. As he finds number 5, back over to McKinney. McKinney over to Shetter, back over to number 5 underneath. Number 5 loses the ball, gets it right back somehow, puts it up, and gets the basket. Unbelievable. Number 5. What a play by number 5. All right, here's Gillespie. Gillespie inside here to Brown, spinning around, looking, turning, puts it up, blocked by number 5. Oh, man, I got to get his name now. He's just too good. Here is Burnett driving inside in the lane, puts it up, and is fouled. Goodman. So Ament has just fouled out, so his season comes to a close. So Goodman for Michigan has the one popping off here. Number 5. Nate Ament fouls out 7 points. Not the day that he wanted, but it happens, Looks like there's going to be a new player for Michigan as well. May, number 12. Getting up 31. So Burnett again at the line is 76% free throw shooters. This game again slowly makes its conclusion. Burnett with the first. That one is no good. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. Appreciate you, Jeremy. This one, not so great. This one has taken my soul away from me. But it is what it is. As Burnett with it again at the line. As he releases. This one is good. Good job as always. I don't know about that, Ricky. Not a good game. I was okay on the call. Not my best. As number 24 for Tennessee puts it up and can't quite get it. That was Henderson. As May with the rebound. May finding McKinney on the far side, 2 minutes and counting. As McKinney looking around, trying to find something as he's just trying to kill time. Back over to Shetter. Shetter looking around. As, again, 150 and counting. This game nearing its conclusion. Hands it off to McKinney. Heavy pressure there by Evans. And Evans foul. That's foul number 2. And McKinney will go to the line to shoot a couple of free throws. Looks like we're going to see some more subs. Estrella summing out for Tennessee. As looks like it's going to be mostly backups from this point out. So there's the first. That one is good. Burnett's checking out. Again, one of the main role players for Michigan. I guess he's a starter. Burnett, Gale, and McKinney usually do a lot of rotating. As Burnett's still in. As he releases, that one is good. All right, here is Tennessee. As there is Henderson for Tennessee. Again, going to hand it off here to number 4. Loses the ball. And, of course, Goodman. Goodman almost took it away, but no, could not quite secure it. As here is Evans for Tennessee. Again, oh, sorry, I forgot to put the score up there. As Tennessee does put it up and gets the basket. That is always great. I think I added it to the wrong team. That's probably what it was. Anyway, Brown's going to be at the line here for Tennessee. A 67% free throw shooter. As Brown releases, that one is no good. Rebounded by Tennessee. Tennessee kicks it into Brown, puts it up, and gets the basket. As it's now a 30-point game, 92-62, 116 and counting. Tennessee players falling down. Kicks it out to number 7 for 3. That's going to be too strong. Rebounded by McKinney. McKinney chilling. McKinney looking around to Shetter. Shetter to May. Wide open 3. That is good. And the coach's son makes the 3 to extend the lead to 33. 95-62. Here is Tennessee with it at the logo. Just chilling. Jacks up a long 3. That's an air ball. 47 seconds left to go. May wide open 3, man. That's just how it goes. Here is McKinney with it at the logo, just chilling. 39 seconds left. McKinney looking around. I think they're trying to get number 7 involved. Maybe not. I don't know. Number 7 is a short, stocky fella. He's number 7 now with it. Just puts up a 3. Too strong. Rebounded by Tennessee. And that is pretty much going to do it. Evans with it on the near side. He might try to shoot. Puts up a 3. No good. Rebounded by Michigan. And this game is over. 95-62. This nightmare has come to an end. I don't really have much else to say other than thank you guys for putting up with this game. I appreciate you guys. And I am going to quickly exit, but quickly change this while I'm here. Again, if you did like what you've been listening to, make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. It is free, I promise. And, again, we'll be covering the other semifinal, or not, quarterfinal, I guess, the Elite 8 game in a few minutes. But that is pretty much it. Catch you guys in the next one. Again, final score, Michigan 95, Tennessee 62.